So not only do I return to all of you just chatting about my cat on my chair, but also all of you putting like 3 cat mouths on my chat. What the hell? Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? How's today treating y'all? My cat has been safely transferred to my lap, so she'll be safe. Ready to see me die by way of loving Edgeworth disease. Well, yes, I am absolutely going to die today, apparently. Y'all seem pretty goddamn excited to watch me die. Alright. Oh, what are you staring at, you cat? You also want to watch me die? Alright. Let me just get that squared away then. Have to move a couple things. Give her a kiss for me. Alright. I will deliver upon Impa the kisses and affection. From anyone who wishes to give her any. Alright, let's begin this because I'm actually kind of excited. So, open recent. Here we are. Okay, so Turnabout Goodbyes ends today. I swear it on me, boom, or whatever. Last time, Von Karma tried to kill us in 3 minutes, but we thwarted that. Gordy killed a man, and we realized that the old man has escaped. Give Impa a gun. Wow. Gordy just killed a man. Yeah, I almost sang that. Okay. As is common here, we are going to take a sip of water. If y'all aren't drinking water along with me, then you're cancelled. Alright, let's do this. December 27, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. No game audio, is there? You know, I fixed the game audio today. There. I fixed the game audio literally just now before I started. And it decided not to take that because I closed the software. Alright. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Oh yeah, this. Memory of a crime that I committed. Yeah, he killed his dad. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But it never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Wait. Larry? It ends today. No, I'm gonna kill him. I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. You want me to show him the badge? Okay. Larry? Nope. He ain't care about anything. Not even when I threaten him with a gun. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Yeah, I had to present the badge, but since the If you aren't presenting your badge at every opportunity, are you really playing Ace Attorney? I mean, I could try it, but I didn't want to be an RT game pony too. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? If you present the badge in every conversation, it starts getting more and more ridiculous, and people end up going, why do you always do that? Wow. It's like, Maya is like, he sucks, etc. And every time in this case that Phoenix has to defend him, he's like, you don't have all the facts, which are, I love him. Those are the facts for him. Let's see, the class trial. You remember Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids will bring in an envelope with money from lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with 38, I guess, dollars inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. Then Larry didn't save your life. It was all Edgeworth. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as a defendant. This is fucked up! I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief. Give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one played with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and no borrowing my razor. He shouldn't be allowed to relay the race. Give me back my 50 cents. Fuck. Donkey. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs? Miles? Oh, look at him. He's a baby. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Yeah, baby dork Miles calling the teacher Your Honor is like, aww, you're such a fucking dork. I'm gonna squish his cheeks. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. This teacher is a fucking asshole. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned that what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Neri. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. And they were childhood friends. Oh my god, they were childhood friends. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. Famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicious of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's when you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. That's... Is it gay to change the direction of your entire life and become a defense attorney just because your best friend stuck up for you when nobody else would and you wanted to be equals that bad? This... What is it with old media and being the gayest fucking thing that has ever existed? Your Honor, they're gay. Granted or something. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Fellas, is it gay? Fellas. Lads. Folks. Members of the court. What is your verdict? Members of the court, is it gay? The entire series is gay. Oh my god. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I sell for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What do you get rid of? Okay. Edgeworth is just so gay. Edgeworth, talk to me. Edgeworth, talk to me. Don't be sad. December 27th, Detention Center Visitors Room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade? Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably really only mattered to me. Anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Oh, this... Your Honor! He has depression. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard that you and Nick were participating in a slow burn of epic proportions. Yes. Narumitsu is like... I saw that post again, and I'm going to quote it again because I think I said it once here, but the whole thing that Narumitsu is supposed to be like an epic, ancient, slow burn of mythic proportions or whatever, and Apollo and Clavier are supposed to be like fucking High School Musical or something. That is literally the spectrum, and I love it. I can't wait to meet Apollo, by the way. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Clavier, I'm used to women looking at me like that, but not men. And Apollo, I wiped that smirk off your pretty face. Wow. Your Honor. What's your relationship with Bon Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Bon Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly, eat hot chip, and lie. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! No time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Also, yeah, these guys are like 24, aren't they? Hey, wanna see the pistol? Hey, wanna see your dad? Nick, no! That's the photo of his father, don't show him that! You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Huh? I didn't think that would do anything. The man has PTSD. I know, but I thought it would be... oops, I did a fucky wucky. You wanna see a parrot? You're all yelling at me. It's so mean. You wanna see my metal detector? You wanna see my badge? Is that an innuendo? Maybe. Hey, Edgeworth. You wanna see my badge? Gumshoe! Help me! Police Department Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We have to go. Wait, what's this guy looking at right now? This time. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday. He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage. Yeah, man. Hate when that happens. Hate when the world ends and I don't even realize it. Gumshoe! Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. The feel when the world ends with you. Out. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch the criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing! Eh! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, no one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye. You can't see it, but I waved at him. Goodbye, sir. My cat. She wants out. Let me just open the door for her a little. I'll be back in a second. You know that thing cats do, where you open the door and they look at you like, you're such a fucking dumbass? Yeah, she just did that to me. I should have expected it, but here I am, with my clown shoes on. December 27, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like a hot dog stand is closed, too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. Oh god, the cable on my controller is like so fucked up right now. It sounds like it's gonna rain, by the way. So, hope it doesn't like get super fucked. This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were lies, but still. I guess Larry has the day off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True. We owe him big. Alright, let's see. Let's go to the woods. Oh, we can't go to the woods. I was going to be like, hey, 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 fuck the rules. 727 boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is not the time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Scent of fresh lemon bit is even funnier if you've seen or heard a fan musical. He'll sing that operatically for no reason and Phoenix is like, no please? It's in Japanese? Oh, so he's just like, the smell of fresh lemon or something like that. The boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. Caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. I don't have good vocals. I'm not a very good singer. Let's see what's in here. Hello, Polly. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Ah! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. Ah! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Ah! Making stupid noises is one of my talents. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me! Just when I saw the TV, I remember. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number of the safe, right? Oh god, I forgot it. It's been a week. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Ah! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out on the lake. Getting on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Add a letter from the safe to the court record. Oh god. Well... Okay, so we know that the old man, the caretaker, is Yanni Yogi. We know that it's him because I theorized on that, and his wife was named Polly and his parrot is named Polly. So if he, and also he has brain damage because of the lack of oxygen on the elevator, so that's a thing. So if he was the one that did it on instructions, who instructed him Either it was... I just had a very stupid idea, actually. Do you think it could have been the Mr. Blue or whatever his name was? I don't remember what his name was, but you know, that guy, because he's just a type. If not, I have another very wild case here, and that's that Von Karma is the one who asked him to do it. Yeah, Red White, his name is full of fucking colors. I didn't know which one it was, because also he's purple. But yeah, my theory is either it was Red White or it was Von Karma himself who wanted a case. Also, holy shit, it's raining actually. Awesome. Don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to post about them? Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean, pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look pretty puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was a caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Yeah, yeah, he described the handwriter being like absolutely amazing and whatever. And if Von Karma is a perfectionist, then that letter is probably from him. Revengify. Yeah, that's true. If it was Red White, it would have been like, Dearest McFoxalot, I will have my revengification, and I will jailificate you. McFoxalot, yeah. Hey, guess what? Guess what I have? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy, anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. It's fucking Yanni! Oh wow, the rain. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the Deal 6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? What have I been saying? What have I fucking been saying? Holy shit, I have to shut the window. Be right back. As soon as I shut the window, the rainwater stopped getting inside and my cat was like, brrr, because she was happy. And now she's jumping around everywhere, so she's happy. The suspect in the Deal 6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Edgeworth. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. If you think about it, earthquakes are just the earth having the zoomies. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. Oh yeah, I know Edgeworth was afraid of earthquakes because he was in there. That was already covered last time. So this isn't a realization for me. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. He killed his dad. He's the one who killed his dad, and he got Yanni Yogi into that trial, and he got really pissed about it. How he killed his dad, I don't know. I think the time has come to tell all. Tell me! For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I wanna get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. Right? He should get therapy. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Whoa! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. Oh, I have no ability to make a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. I knew it. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. Who the hell do you think? There is... Nick! There is someone who knows about DL6. Edgeworth has been hearing his dad scream in his nightmare every night for 15 years. Yeah, like... He should just go to therapy. Like, that is not healthy to live like this for 15 years. And yeah, you don't probably have that nightmare every single night, because that's not how it goes, and it probably gets better with age. But still. Edgeworth going to therapy would cut out a good portion of the original trilogy. One of those cases where you're like, there would be no story. Grossberg Law Offices. Alright, man. Mr. Grossberg! Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just come down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... He killed his fucking father! I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, huh? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he would want to frame him for murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Take a sip of water! Miles wouldn't get arrested for that, and I don't think that's how guns work, but okay. Edgeworth does get better as the games progress. Oh, that's really good to hear, actually. And yeah, he just ends up co-parenting, huh? I have got to get through this. And yeah, guns going off accidentally is a real concern. Like, I think I've seen, or rather heard a few cases of guns going off accidentally. But that is a very specific thing. Yeah. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Ooh, Edgeworth is disappointing his dad. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence mean nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tries to call attention to his methods. And... he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. Wait. He challenged him and died in despair. Von Karma was involved in this then. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was a bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's why my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Yeah, so if he lied, then that fucked up literally everyone else. And yeah, Von Karma faced Edgeworth in court the day that DL6 happened. Yeah, probably. I think that did happen. Hey, what do you have to say about this? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait! What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Well, why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means... the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Why not? He has every reason to want him. Like, behind bars. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict as he wanted. He won the trial. Hey! My cat is trying to eat my gummy worms. Bastard. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first, and the last vacation he's taken in his many years prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to deal 6? I won't let him! Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, And now my cat wants out. I'll be back in a second. This is the second time in a row that she doesn't want to get out. Either that, or I think the rain is scaring her. Why are you at the top of my chair? Why are you at the top of my chair? What are you looking at? You're gonna fall. Can you hear that? That's my cat. You're gonna fall. You fell. Stupid. Alright. Present. Okay. Take the Deal 6 case. This incident took place in 15 years ago tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage of Deal 6 incident has done will never be eased. Okay, so we should probably go to the incident photo. That's true. Let's see. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Hey. Quite sorry. I have nothing to say concerning that. Gumshoe! Oh, Gumshoe. Yeah, no one is reacting to Badge. I'm very sad. Let's see here. Nobody's reacting to the parrot, and that's the thing that's making me upset. Jeez, my cat. Let's see. In any case, it's good that the one shooting isn't Miles. You bet it's good! Can't believe the fiendish planning that went into this murder. And we almost fell right into his trap. What a creep! You can't shoot anyone, bleh. Can I move? There it is. Yeah, Maya wants to swear so bad. You know how there's like those things that are like, if you could give one character of a video game a single chance to swear, who would it be? I would give it to Maya. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick! Let's hurry! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My cat is trying to eat the plastic of the... Give me a second. She's just not trying to eat everything today. She is also like dead set on interrupting the stream. Yeah, this stream is just like Impa stream. Okay. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had the time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. But there's something that's fucked up. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DS6, it's completely empty. But what? What are you doing in here? Eh! Oh, that's cursed. The frontal view is cursed. Von Karma! You! How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. He's doing one of those smiles that are like the face app smiles. Take a sip of water. Oh boy. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. Someone Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. This is a bad idea. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him be called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. But what? Nick! What is that thing? Oh, a stun gun for self-defense usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts were coursed through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. What is wrong with his face? 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa! What are you... Nick! Run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way! Ooh. He should have run. Yeah, he should... I should not have shown him that. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter! Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, this girl has depression. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya? She's holding something. What is that? A bullet. DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Put DL6 bullet in the pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Yeah, it's been quite a ways now that we have been fucked up by showing evidence to the important people. He almost got, like, fucked up by the mafia. And yet, apparently that's what you need to do to progress. So, I guess they just wanted to up the stakes. Alright. December 28th, 9:51 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Whoa! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry! I'm sorry! I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want to mention Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Okay, this is the trial where we cannot fuck up. If we do, my boy goes to hell. Hell being jail. And I will not let him go to jail. Jesus Christ, okay. Did you hear me coughing? Because I'm sorry about that. I tried to put the thing up. Free him, yeah! Maybe Maya can put her hands on somewhere and distribute electricity to everyone, and we'd be like, Edgeworth, run! And so he runs away, and now he can never show his face ever again anywhere. Which is pretty much ironic, considering he told us not to show our face in his school again. Alright! Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence every little thing he says. Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was a murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh, they did bring him in! Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember a witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Oh, Lord. Oh, Elwood. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I ain't got none. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi! You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. Yeah, Polly. Yeah. I'm gonna press everything. Can I press everything? Or am I going to get in trouble again? I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I'm not getting in trouble, so. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Went to buy some food for Polly. Something about this. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Now how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible. Glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. What? Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of his statements are lies. Order, order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident! I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Uh-oh. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat it once more, that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor? League of Legends. Please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Uh-oh. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what would you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! I knew this was gonna come. This was gonna happen. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it! Let the parrot take the stand! I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's reached every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. There she is. Beautiful. That's quite a bird. Hold on a second. That's quite a bird. Oh, someone please delete and ban that person. Thank you. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem, very well. Witness? Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Look at her. Hello, hello! Ah! Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Well, very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Remember, 2 days ago. Polly, have you forgotten something? Ah! Don't forget the L6! Ah! If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with L6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello! Ah! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot! Hello! Ah! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? He trained her not to respond when he asked if he'd forgotten anything. Von Karma is insane! I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh! Yeah, look at this! Objection! Fuck. Yeah, you can tell you've gotten wrong, because the music doesn't stop. Okay, how do we prove that he's... Will it let you ask any other questions? That's a good idea. Witness, you can't just say hello, blah blah blah. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Just try and get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number for the safe in the shack? 1228? 1228? My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Hold on. Yes! Take that! The Deal 6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright. Where in this file is something related to the safe number? Wait, where was it actually? Case summary. Okay. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the Deal 6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the Deal 6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1! It has nothing to do with date, nothing. And Phoenix like, Maya, quick! Go, steal his card, get everything out! Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. What am I going to find? Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If you can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Yeah, but Karma just doxed his ATM PIN number in an official court record. Forever. It's beautiful. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh, hello. I keep forgetting that I can actually shout hold it. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly! Ah! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does it have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course! Yes, it does! Ha! Fascinating! You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof! Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Take that! The Deal 6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us a page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It's, victim data, I think. Suspect data, there we go. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named her his parrot after her. I I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time means more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Hold on a second. Guess who decided to enter my room? Guess who was screaming outside for me to let her enter my room? What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! And yes, it was Impa. She's right here now. I think she wanted to eat something. Witness? Tell us your name. Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember... No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. Yes! 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yes! Order, order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Good theorizing. Listen, as soon as I saw the name Polly Jenkins, I was like, that has to him. Actually, no. As soon as I heard that oxygen deprivation caused brain damage, I thought about the caretaker being all like, oh, what the fuck, Johnny? And I was like, there is no way that this isn't connected. And then I saw the name Polly, and I was like, yeah, that's it, he is Yanni. Take a sip of water. And try to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death. Yes, it was me, I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought it was my last chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. But wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? If you haven't put this together, Maya's mom was the medium who summoned the victim, who blamed an innocent man. Yeah, we put it together earlier, but also I think they tell you that. So, everything is connected, and I like it. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in this confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Oh, hi, Nisku! I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Confetti! Everything goes wrong now. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh god. No, Edgeworth, shut the fuck up! Edgeworth, shut the fuck up! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. But what do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was a murderer in the Deal 6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edward. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That will be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Edgeworth, no! For 15 years, I have had a recurrent dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the Deal 6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for Deal 6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Don't point at Edgeworth. Don't point at Phoenix. Order, order. It is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Yeah, I mean, it's fine if they roll it today, because it would probably not be able to be done after. But I did just think it would be very funny if they do the trial, and when they come to a conclusion, time runs out, like the exact hour passes, and Edgeworth cannot be found anything. That would be very funny. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. But what are you talking about, pal? He's just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. But what? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Fellas. Court begins! Then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations of the DLC incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Yeah, Nick's player keeps getting nat 20s. Not really if you've seen anything of my playthrough. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Is it correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. What did you notice? The murder weapon was fired twice, but he said that he only fired once. Is that it? Let's see here. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Gone to the courtroom to observe his trial. Earthquake struck. Lost their composure and began to argue. Something heavy. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. To this day. Yes. I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I better find out quick. A scream? Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. That doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data, doesn't it? It's victim data. Yeah. Look at the victim data on this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago, the evidence is stated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case? Do we? What could possibly be? So we have one bullet. Oh shit! Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now no, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. You have evidence that the second fire of the pistol is related to this incident. Take that! Look at this photograph. Every time you say this, it makes me laugh. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice, at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Yes, of course. How do you present that again? There you go. I did notice the window. I was like, wait, that's weird, but I didn't make the connection about the 2 shots on the window until now. Also, press Y. I pressed square because I'm using a PS2 controller, actually. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. No, it's the left button. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Oh god. No clues found on the scene. The case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. did it ricochet? Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did it happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that two shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired a killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. I'm saying it right now. Mia is coming. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I still have enough, like, I must, for Edgeworth. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet. It exists. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Okay, here's why I'm thinking about it. The murderer had to find it means... I'm thinking that Von Karma was involved in this. He wanted Gregory dead, and why not also incriminate the son as well? So the murderer had to find it for this to work out, but also the murderer didn't need it because only one bullet was a good idea in order to frame the murder. So both of these are good. But also this is the one that didn't need it, so... Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Now think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And he left with his second bullet still inside. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean... the murderer came from outside, yes. Yeah. Von Karma's real quiet, yeah. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. Oh shit! Yeah, I was just thinking, what if the murderer was outside? Like, what if that bullet was where they actually put the gun and shot him? The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, it's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Yeah, he took a vacation, quote marks, because he was injured. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of the shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was a murderer in the L6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well? You have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? What the fuck do I have to lose? Now! Your Honor! There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? Sitting right there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Take your clothes off, right now, in front of the court. Show us. Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright? Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Fuck it! Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Take that! What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you could. Ah! I'm really not sure how I've managed to make it this far. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Okay. What haven't I used yet? Misty face photo. I haven't used her photo. Take that! Take that! Take that! I have 2 tries! I have 2 tries! I cannot fuck it up! What haven't I used? The pistol I've used, the pistol bullet. I mean, the pistol bullet I haven't used. Are you fucking serious? Take that. Take that. Take that! Well, Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trial. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still in him, but they're not gonna let me do this, are they? Okay, I think it's... okay. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Then what did the fucking metal detector have to do with this? Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma? I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of my privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. but we have to give it a shot. Let's do this. Beep, beep, motherfucker! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the Deal 6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to Deal 6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Yeah, he should have, like, lead poisoning. Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was on Deal 6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the Deal 6 incident. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the Deal 6 incident. And here's my final proof. I cannot fuck up. Take that! That's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the Deal 6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is a bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! I suck at making scream noises when I've been streaming for 2 hours, so you have to make do with me making stupid noises instead. Take a sip of water. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall, and I found my way to the end of the elevator. I pressed the button. Nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was destiny. Merry Christmas. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. He was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Clap, clap, clap. We did it! We saved Christmas! That is all. The court is adjourned. Ah, we saved Christmas. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. And with 1 try left! We solved that with 1 try left. Jeez. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know! Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Oof, sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Woo! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Laura, get out of here! You're not invited! Get the fuck out of here! I hate you! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. No, you didn't! Fuck you! Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let the bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Laura? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. I do realize the pun. Laura Hart. She has a lot of heart. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Well, why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianci. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Potts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's what police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago! Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd never become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Wanna switch, right? Hey y'all, fuck off! This is a case-only event. Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me! Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention. Still in detention? December 29, 5 a.m. Wright and Law Offices. Oh, who died this time? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you It made me think about what I am doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. Just reminding Allie that she is a mod and she can allow these things. Please allow them. Thank you. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can talk to spirit. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Bon Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Do you want to see my badge? Take that. Take that? Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Ugh. It's okay. You don't have to try and cheer me up. But... oh yeah, the bullet. Oops. One day I'll come back and be useful, I promise. So, bye. Bye. To be honest, I got distracted with the chat. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. And so it ends. Except it doesn't, because there is another case apparently. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the present to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoa, Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Yeah, it used to end here, but Ali was very specific that I should play this version for the case that is included. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That miss is a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. I wish they would stop giving me things to read. My throat hurts. Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Next case is a fucker, but it's... Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Great Water Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. It's good and has incredible Edgeworth content. Okay, just with that, you convinced me. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's on the studio, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. Like the scent of fresh lemon! Phoenix Wright. He an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. He can be a star with a name. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that? Yeah, I didn't know about the Gatewater Hotel name because it's not like I know like American politics are my priority. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure that Mr. Wright was. Ugh. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of the public till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? Yeah, it's not our scandal, so why should I know about it? Kind of. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Don't send me any of the musical songs because Ali and I are gonna watch it. Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Cody, you've been cancelled right now. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. You're a waste of talent. Yeah, it's also a problem here. We know more about the United States than about Mexico. It's a big problem. Oh, there was a ghost. What a way to present it. A brand new episode has been added. Save the clear stage data, yes. And with that, we are done for today. And we're gonna do episode 5 tomorrow, probably. I cannot start it right now. My throat is killing me. But yes, one more ride. Still have a little bit to go before we're done with this. Episode 5 is long. Jeez. Oh, but we did it. We finished technically the game. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you all enjoyed yourselves, and I very much enjoyed myself. I have thoughts, but I'm not gonna say them yet until the game is officially over. So, for now, I'm gonna keep them still. But that trial was amazing. It was really good. And that ending was awesome as well. I liked it a lot. It got really crazy, as you guys said. But it really only got crazy on day 3, I think. The others were like, yeah, I get it. But still a 3-day trial, but every day feels 2 times as long. Oh no, I'm not ready for that right now. I can't do that right now. Commonly cited best trials are 3-4 and 1-4. That's valid, yeah. If you thought the ending to Turnabout Goodbyes was good, yeah, it was pretty good. The only trial of these that I didn't like was Turnabout Sisters. The ending to this one was a fucking disappointment, and I say that a lot. Like, this one is the black sheep. Turnabout Samurai was very fun, and Turnabout Goodbyes was like, I think the best one so far. And the first Turnabout was just me screaming she went to Paris for like 7 hours. Or however long that was. But yes, we'll be doing Rise from the Ashes next time. Tomorrow, in actually. We'll be starting that. Because we still got some Ace Attorney this week. So, you know how Turnabout Samurai isn't really connected to the rest? There's a main story running through the other trials. Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind. It felt like a good, like, space between. I like that. In every game, there are one or two side trials that are like that. I mean, yeah, it's a. I don't mind having a case that isn't actually plot because sometimes you need a break from the plot. And with how heavy-handed the plot is in this game, I think that was a very smart choice to have a case that wasn't actually connected. So it's fine. I liked it. I like Samurai Turnabout Samurai a lot. It was where I started to actually enjoy the game. But alright. I'll stop streaming now because my throat is killing me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Tomorrow might be a shorter one. I just wanted to speed run this, like, just get it out of the way. Turnabout Goodbyes. But tomorrow we start Rise from the Ashes, and I'll be seeing you at 6 p.m. CDT again. And drink some water, and see you all later. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Bye bye.